Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Home of Politics. This is Jemima. Thank you for your support. If you're here for the first time, remember to subscribe, share, like, comment in the comment section so that I can have the feedback. Ladies and gentlemen, we are aware of the NEC executive meeting of DAP Kenya Party, whose party leader is Eugene Wamalwa. This party has been experiencing a lot of internal friction or leadership wrangles among the leadership of DAP party, and so the competition is very stiff between George Natembeya, governor of Trans Nzoia, and the party leader Eugene Wamalwa himself. And it is the other way around, whereby George Natembeya has his position as a leader. He is the third deputy party leader in that party, but he is not satisfied with the position that he has. He wants to get up to being a person who is owning the party, and so this has been very clear. But yesterday, during the time when Eugene Wamalwa was addressing the media, there was a lot of signs and symptoms that this George Natembeya was not fine at all. The way he was avoiding eye contacts, the way he was very gloomy on his face, so it represented that he is not pleasant with the tone that Eugene Wamalwa is using, or the fact that they are tabling, and he has not been pleased with what has been agreed in that meeting of DAP Kenya. Another thing, we saw that Natembeya was very restless. He was not standing upright as a person who is addressing the media or ready for a media interview. He was shifting position, changing the legs. To an extent, he went ahead pocketing, and finally he was avoiding eye contact, and he was very bored. This means that he was not okay with everything, but he could not express what he's feeling genuinely, but he had to contain himself so that to avoid misbehaving. But through his body language, then we could understand that this person was not fine, and he is not in any agreement with this Eugene Wamalwa, because he is seeing him as a threat who is standing as an obstacle to his ambition or motives in this party. And so, my good people, at the end of that, someone revealed the fact that has been happening, and this is the second party leader called Ayub Savula, who decided to split the beans, saying that it have been revealed that Eugene Wamalwa is not in good terms with his deputy party leader George Natembeya, who is wanting the position of the party leader, and it is because of the fame. Here is the tip.
Let me tell you the truth. We had a meeting today, yes, but Eugene opened up. He said there's a leadership dispute because Natembeya wants his position. So we'll subject the decision of the committee to NEC. Whoever is strong, let him lead the party. And as we follow. And that is the only thing. A leader emerges. If Eugene will emerge, sawa. If it's Natembeya, sawa. Sindio hivyo?
Your decision as a deputy party leader to be in this side press conference, does it communicate where you are?
No, we are fellow deputies. Yeah. Munyinyi, I don't know where he has gone. And you know, he's a governor. I'm a deputy governor. Wamunyi is not a deputy governor. I'm where I belong.
And because the truth has been told, then it means that the influence that Natembeya is having is already a threat to this party. And since Ayub Savula is supporting George Natembeya because he feels like George Natembeya should carry the day because he is a leader who is being loved by everyone, then he is strong to lead DAP Kenya than Eugene Wamalwa. And so this can be very factual, because the ground right now in the DAP base, they can listen and hear Eugene and hear George Natembeya more than how they can listen to the narrative of Eugene Wamalwa. This has been seen in many of the rallies that have been conducted across the nation. Everywhere, even if you see George Natembeya addressing a crowd, people are very cheering, people are very happy with him. It means that they really accept and love him more than they do to this Eugene Wamalwa. And so, for how long will these leaders fight for position, yet they are all executive members in that party? And so, my good people, it is now a high time for this party to sit down and look the way they will do things, because they are risking this party to be weak because of internal wrangles. And so it really shows that DAP Kenya is already splitted. For instance, if the first deputy party leader, this is Wamunyinyi, is supporting Eugene Wamalwa, yet the third deputy party leader, this is George Natembeya, has aligned himself with the first deputy party leader, this is Ayub Savula, to form a strong support. They are backing up each other. It means that even other members who do not have any leadership role in that party, people like Peter Salasi and others who are under ODM ticket, they have already split and they are realigning themselves with the different leaders. And so it means that DAP right now, it is on crossroads, because they pretend telling us that DAP iko imara, it is very strong and it is united. But at the same time, these people are pretending, because yesterday it was revealed so much that this is something that is not okay, and they will not hide it anymore. And so you might wonder, why is George Natembeya fighting so hard to get the leadership or the party position of this party, or the ownership of this party by himself? We understand that of late, this Natembeya has been hinting of vying as a presidential candidate under DAP or under that coalition of the opposition, and he is a potential leader, but he is a first timer in the politics, and so he has to learn more. But because his supporters are welcoming to him and they are supporting him fully, then this issue of vying for presidential seat is what is driving George Natembeya very crazy, because we understand that he has taken the air as the kingpin of the Luya community, trying to overshadow people like this Musalia Mudavadi and Moses Wetangula, and they are competing very much despite being in different political parties. And so, number one, we understand that George Natembeya wants to retain his office as a governor for the second term under DAP Kenya in 2027. This is because if he wants to stand as a presidential candidate in 2027, the ground is very stiff. There is a lot of competition, because we see his energy cannot match the other leaders who have already declared to run as presidential candidates in 2027. And so capturing DAP Kenya, being the one who is leading and controlling the party, he can use this duration to 2027 and after 2027 to 2032 to mobilize ground, to sell himself very properly to the public, so that he can have a lot of supporters and consolidate these party members to every corner. Remember, the issue of argument in DAP Kenya, this Natembeya is saying that the party is located in one region and they have to expand it to be a national party, whereby the party should spread its branches to all counties in Kenya, so that it can register a lot or numbers of members and supporters. And this means that he has a strategy that he will use this after becoming a governor for the second term in 2027, which will end in 2032. Then it means George Natembeya is having a calculation of vying as a presidential candidate in 2032, whereby he will have gathered a lot of supporters. He will have a lot of everything that he needs to support him to become a presidential candidate, because come 2032, it is the time when this Kenya Kwanza regime had signed a lot of agreement and agreed that they will produce a candidate from Luya community, whom they will support all of them as a presidential candidate. And mark you, George Natembeya is not in good terms with Mudavadi and Moses Wetangula, and so he will use this chance of 2032 through DAP Kenya to pin down these leaders from Western, and so that he can emerge as a kingpin in that region. And so for now he is fighting very hard to have the party so that he can form his roots to 2032, so that he can run for a top national seat in this Kenya. That's my analysis, ladies and gentlemen. But here is a contradiction. If this Natembeya is insisting that he wants the party, yet we have Eugene Wamalwa, who is the party leader, how will it end? Will he accept to step down to give George Natembeya the party because the party belongs to the people, it's a democratic party? Or these leadership wrangles will continue to weaken the party? What if this is something that will not be solved anytime soon? Then will George Natembeya face the disciplinary committee of DAP Kenya? Or will he decide to split the party and go away with those people who support him in that party? What is your opinion in this? Send me your ideas in the comment section. Thank you so much for tuning. Have a good day.